Hello Taverners, good evening, how are we all doing? Welcome back to Matchday Tavern, second stream of the day. We've already done Spain against Saudi Arabia, 4-0, that one finished up. Now we've got Rudi Garcia's Red Devils, the Belgians against Team Melli. I'm not quite sure why Iran are called Team Melli, never quite been able to work it out. But Amir, Ghalenoei's Team Melli, Iran versus the Belgians. And I'm not entirely sure what to make of this one either. Both of these sides drew their opening game at the World Cup. The referee, if you're looking for something to, lay your cards on this one, cards is the way to go. This referee has averaged 6 cards a game. He has made 12 red cards in his last 20 refereed matches. 12 red cards. Belgium got 4 yellows in the game against Egypt. Cards is the order of the day here. I would be astonished if we don't see a large number of cards in this game. The referee is Argentinian. If it's the referee that I think it is, anyway, it's the referee is Argentinian. And yes, he's very much known for cards. In his last 5 games, he has given 9, 1, 8, 12 and 4, I think, is the number of cards he's getting. He's very much given a lot of cards anyway. So yeah, cards is what we're talking about. Right. Now, before we get stuck into the live, because we're coming up to the live, we're coming up to kick-off, 10 minutes to kick-off. I do want to say a big thank you, a big shout out, as always, to our channel sponsors, Oxford Natural and the Optimum Day and Night Supplements. If you haven't yet, go and check them out. If you're looking to make some positive changes to your health, if you're looking to kickstart your health journey, you're looking to maybe get that summer bod, sort your health out for summer, then Oxford Natural can help. And we're seeing great results with people like Robbie from AFTV, Michael Owen, KG, lots of people in the football content space are having fantastic results and are singing the praises of Oxford Natural, talking about the Optimum Day and Night supplements and how they've helped. The Optimum Day supplements help with cravings. The Optimum Night supplements help with making sure you're rested and recovered correctly, which is a big part of making sure you're fit and healthy, right? So if you're looking to do that, if you're looking to kickstart your health journey, then please do click the link in the description. You can scan the QR code, which will be on screen throughout the live, and you can go and get yourself 70% off your first order. Big thank you to Oxford Naturals, and a big thank you to you for your patience. Thank you very much. And with that said, let's get stuck into tonight's live watch along. Right. Let's have a look at the lineups for both of these sides. For Belgium, it is Thibaut Courtois in goal, Thomas Meunier, Nathan Ngoy, a very talented centre-back who should probably move on in the next 12 months, maybe a Premier League player in the next 12 to 18 months. Brandon Mechelen and Maxim de Kuiper complete the back four. In midfield, they've gone with Nico Raskin, Yuri Tillemans, Alexis Salamakers, Kevin De Bruyne, and then it's Leandro Trossard and Romelu Lukaku. Probably Trossard and De Bruyne maybe part of a front. Maybe Salamakers. I imagine maybe it's Salamakers and Trossard wide. There's not a lot of pace in that Belgium side, is there? There really isn't a lot of pace. Yeah, I don't know about that, Really don't know about that. For Iran, there are players that we'll recognise. Mehdi Taremi probably being the best of them. Sami Ghoddos, former Brentford midfielders, in there as well. Ali Reza, Beiran Vand, the goalkeeper, Salih Hardani, Hossein Kanani, Shoja Kalizeri, Aji Nemati completes the defence with Ehsan Hajsafi, Ramin Rezayan, Sami Ghoddos, Saeed Ezatolahi, Mohamed Mohebi, and the centre forward Mehdi Taremi from Olympiacos. former Inter Milan centre-forward Mehdi Taremi. Definitely one to watch. Okay, good evening, number one security. How you doing? Tough game to predict, says Finners Matty. Think it'll be a tight 2-1 either way. My tennis game improved by at least 15%. Amazing stuff. They can't turn you down. The Oxford University can't turn you down. Okay. So, I have gone with... what have I gone with, actually? For this one. I need... Belgium or draw. Belgium first team to score. Thibaut Courtois 1 save. Beran van 2 saves. I think that's possible, isn't it? I've also gone with Belgium first corner. Belgium first corner. I've gone for it. I know people keep telling me don't do it. Don't stay away from the first corners, Key. But I've gone with Belgium first corner. Belgium first corner. Belgium first to score. Belgium most corners. Thibaut Courtois to make at least 1 save. Alireza Beran van to make 2+ saves. Belgium or draw, double chance. There you go. Ecuador and Curacao should be ashamed of themselves being the first game of the World Cup to end 0-0. It was a good game though, wasn't it? They battered them. And Curacao will be made up with the result in the end. Good defensive performance. Eloy Room making 15 saves, a record at the World Cup. But yeah, the oldest squad at the tournament, this Iran side, by the way. That's a little fun fact for you. Iran, the oldest squad at the tournament. They qualified for the World Cup with 2 games to spare. Just 1 defeat in 16 in qualifying. The 4th straight World Cup. They've actually had more World Cup appearances since 2014 than they have in their entire history before that. So Iran's recent World Cup record, Iran's recent footballing success... would probably be considered. This is their golden generation. Basically, it's their oldest side. It's the oldest squad in the World Cup, but it is their golden generation. No team has had more appearances at the World Cup than Iran in their history. Carlos Queiroz was the manager of Iran. His DNA kind of lives on. Very compact, low block is how they tend to play. Set pieces. Make an awful lot on set pieces. Counter-attacks they are quite strong on as well. I think the thing with Iran is, because Belgium will play so narrow, because Belgium don't have an awful lot of pace themselves on the counter, I think this game probably will boil down to set pieces. I'm expecting lots of corners. Lots of corners, lots of free kicks, lots of long balls, direct balls as well. And maybe that's why Lukaku's playing. Taremi's a big physical lad as well. And... Iran will try and get as many of the balls up there and try and see if they can get Mahabi alongside Taremi as well, as much as they can. I think they mean oldest the regime has allowed them to live to. Football Talks, hello Key, how are you doing, sir? I am very good. How are you, young man? Surprised they've not got Amir Razaginia. Amir Razaginia, the youngest player in the Iran squad. He's only good for the bench tonight. He's the youngest player in the oldest squad in the tournament. But he's maybe someone who can make a difference if Iran needs someone to break the lines in the second half. We'll have to wait and see. Where is this game being played, by the way? I forgot, where is this game at? Where's it being hosted? California, isn't it? Yeah, California. This is the difficulty for Iran, because they're barred from being based in the US. You've got to remember that. Politically, there's a bit of a backdrop to this, isn't there? They're barred from being based in the US. They have to be based in Mexico, so they've had to commute. They're staying in Mexico and flying in for every match. So they've had to fly in from Mexico to California for this one. There were player protests at the 2022 World Cup. Kind of an unsettled squad at 2022. 2018 World Cup was agonising. They beat Morocco, drew with Portugal, and then a narrow loss to Spain ended up keeping them out of the knockouts. So there's hope with this Iran squad, even though they are so old. There is hope that they can maybe be a side that can go the distance in the tournament. Lil Philly, good to see you. Sarah, Jelly. Doku injured. I don't think he's injured. He is on the bench, I think, but he's been left out by Rudi Garcia. Lukaku getting a start, maybe a reward for the fact that he obviously came off the bench and made a difference. He never ended up getting the goal credited to him, but he did make a difference, didn't he, in the game against Egypt. Doku is... No, he's not on the bench. Doku is ill. Doku is out with an illness. So Doku out with illness, as is Zeno Debast, the Sporting Lisbon centre-back. He's missing as well. So the bench for Belgium is Axel Witsel, Hans van Aken, Arthur Theat, Says, Andre Onana. Sorry, not Andre Onana. Amadou Onana. Diego Moreira, Luca Bacchio, Fernandez Pardo, who's a player that's been talked about, has been linked with Liverpool heavily. Fernandez Pardo, the young man from Lille, had a great season last year at Lille. De Winter, De Ketelara, and Timothy Castagna of Fulham, all on the bench. Reece Doku's left Belgium, about to become a dad, I read. Ah, yes, I did read about this. Yes, it's a leave of absence, isn't it? Because of his missus is having a baby. Yes, that may be what it is then. Maybe it's that. City of Northville, they've been staying in Tijuana, though. From Tijuana to LA, it's like 2 hours max. Oh, that's not too bad then, I guess. Probably still not ideal. I mean, ideally, you would have prepared with a base relatively close to where your matches are going to be. But Iran... Golden generation of Iran, if we can call it that. Home of the chilo kebab. That's the national dish of Iran. Saffron buttered rice with charcoal grilled kebab. The undisputed national dish. Chilo kebab. Never heard of it. There's also something called gourmet sabzi, which is a herb stew. That's the home cooking favourite in Tehran these days. Gamer Guru, Doku asked to leave so he can be there for the birth of his child. Selfish, innit? Absolutely selfish. Don't know how he can live with himself. Your country needs you. Here we go. Corner kick for Belgium. I'm glad they've got the first corner. That's a result. First corner Belgium. Most corners Belgium. That's what I need. Yeah, I've got my first corner. I just now need... I need most corners and I need shots on target. And ideally, Belgium first team to score as well. Here's De Bruyne. Good ball. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's going to be another corner for Belgium. Here we go. Told you, lots of corners in this one. Oh, hey, and the referees may be rushing in. There may be a foul on the keeper. Is that not going to get given as a corner then? As the ball comes back in, I think Lukaku is onside. There's no doubt about that. Oh, he's got every right to go for that, ref. You can't be given a foul for that. No, that's ridiculous. I'm sorry, that's stupid. Lukaku's got every right to go for that. That's not a foul, but he has given a yellow card. No surprise, the referee has given a yellow to Lukaku. I did say in the build-up, lots of cards in this one. I think, honestly, you could go 6.5, you could go 7.5, You could go 8.5. This referee's got a record of giving cards. The Ducky says 1-0 to Belgium. Honestly, if that was Kane or Rice, that'd probably be the way the press and a lot of fans would treat it. Lukaku's saying to the ref, I think I've got every right to go for that ball. And honestly, I've got to agree with him. I'm disappointed the referee's giving a yellow there. That's a very, very clear chance. De Bruyne puts a good ball in. Lukaku's got to go for that. I'll be honest. There's an argument there. Lukaku's being pulled back. Look at his shirt. Defender's got a handful of his shirt there. If Lukaku's not being held back by the Iran number 6, Izzatullahi, there's maybe a chance he might get to that ball. Wonder if there's a VAR check on that one. That's a penalty, says Jonathan. He's getting pulled back. The keeper's milking it for everything he's worth here. I mean, they've even sent out a backup keeper here, Iran. I don't think there's any doubt at all. There's no doubt at all that keeper's staying on the pitch. He had nothing wrong with him there. Reese says, what can Big Ron do there? Yes, booking outrageous. His studs were 6 inches off the ground. He's got to go for it. He's got to go for it. He tried to kick a hole in his chest. This is Sparta. That's a pen, says Sura. I would have thought that would have been a pen as well. I mean, Lukaku's not really... Don't look like he's claiming for a pen. I think he's more whinging that he's being given a yellow card for just going for the ball. There's no way he's going off here, this goalkeeper, is he? Surely he's not going off here. If he gets subbed off here, this is mad. There's no VAR check, Scouse, no. No VAR check. Referees still just, don't know, maybe I think the Iranian goalkeeper's just milking it. Because I think he's now planting a seed in the referee's mind, isn't he? Saying, listen, this guy's... Don't make sure they don't come anywhere near me now on crosses. Cheers for the like, Lennox. Appreciate that. Carl, what is Mateus Fernandez's position? Is it a 6, an 8 or a 10? It ain't a 10. He's played both a 6 and an 8. Depends on where and when you've watched him. He's played further forward for the national side when he's played for the when we watched him in the Euros, the under-21 Euros. He played a lot further forward. He did play a little bit further forward for Southampton, but he also did play the number 6. West Ham also had him quite deep most of last season, so I would say he's more of a 6 than anything else, but not a traditional 6. I personally don't think you can have Mateus Fernandez and Kobbie Mainoo in that midfield. Jonathan, any smaller country players you like the look of for the Premier League? Yeah, I mean we've seen quite a few players over the tournament that I've looked at and thought should be worth a look. I mean, if we're just talking about this game, I think Ngoi, the centre back for Belgium, Nathan Ngoi, he's kind of the centre back holding things together for Belgium. He's the next big thing out of France. Now Jacquet's gone. He was the replacement for Lenny Yoro when he went, and he's now really stepped up. He's had a good season, and he's kind of the next generation for Belgium. De Bruyne with the strike over the bar. Yeah. It's a miracle the keeper's made a recovery. Carl O'Neill, do you rate him, Key? Rate who? Sorry. Rate who? Can't believe... Oh, Fernandez. Do I rate Fernandez? Yes, I do think Fernandez is a very good player. I just don't think he's a Man United signing per se. Will says, Key, you're doing Norway, Senegal, Tuesday, 1 a.m. I don't know. Maybe. I'm definitely doing Argentina, Austria tomorrow, and I'm definitely doing France, Iraq at 10 p.m. I'm just tentatively, I'm not sure about Norway and Senegal. I'd like to do it, but I guess it depends. I'm going to wait and see how I feel. George, I'm very good, George. How are you? Shahid says Liverpool more likely to go for Alex Scott, I think. Areola knows him from Bournemouth. Yeah, Trossard lets the ball run through his feet there, and it's straight out on the far side for Belgium. Cheers, Mad Dog Josh. Thank you very much, sir. Spurs from 100 to 1 to 10 to 1 for the Premiership. They sign all these players they're going after. Spurs, again, I got a lot of grief for saying Spurs would stay up last season. That's a big strike and a big save. There you go. We've got the first shot on target for Belgium, and it's a good save from Beeranvand, the Iranian goalkeeper who was surprised he can walk. Beeranvand, interesting fact, Beeranvand plays for a club called Tractor. Yes, like combine harvester, Tractor. He plays for a club called Tractor in Iran. They're currently second in the Iranian Premier League behind Esteghlal FC. Esteghlal, probably the second most famous Iranian side behind Persepolis. That's kind of the big derby in Iran. That's the derby that stops. It's the El Clasico of Iran. Esteghlal versus Persepolis. That stops the country, that one. Big Will says, I've heard Bergvall is off possibly. I'd love Liverpool to go and get Bergvall. Excellent player. Would Eden Hazard get in your top 3 Prem wingers, Key? He wouldn't get in my top 20, Carl. I could name 20 better Prem wingers than Eden Hazard. Finners Matty says, where have Spurs got all this money from? They nearly got relegated and now they got tons of money. They've made a lot of player sales. They've also kept wages very, very low. And, you know, they've had good runs in Europe as well. You remember even they were in the Champions League last season. Went the distance. Yeah, they've done all right. They've banked a fair bit of cash, Spurs. Jonathan, yeah, sorry, Spurs. If Spurs go 100 to 1 to 10 to 1 for the Premiership, I don't think they win the Premiership, by the way. But I do think they would make a real step towards European football again. I think Spurs are a good shout for Champions League football next season. They were 9 points off Europe last year, even finishing where they did, 17th in the league. They were still only 9 points off Europe, and that was without Maddison, without Kulusevski, with, you know, 3 different managers throughout the season. All that disruption, you would have to imagine Spurs could have been 9 points better off with a bit more luck during the season with injuries. They had probably the worst injury crisis of any team last season. Good ball in, Iran head it away, cleared away. Carl said, can England and France meet in the final? As far as I'm aware, I think England and France potentially would meet in the semis. As far as I'm aware, I think depends on where everyone finishes, obviously, but I think the way that it's looking, it would probably be England and France meeting in the semis, not the final itself. The more likely outcome is that England meets Spain or Argentina in the semis, if England go all the way. How's it going, Shell? Lovely to see you. Swifty, I can't see past Arsenal again for the league. No, nor I. I think it probably is Arsenal. I don't really see. Again, we wait and see what happens with the City 115. We wait and see just how Liverpool recruit. I think Chelsea could be a surprise if they recruit well as well. Other than that, no, I think it probably is going to be Arsenal again next year, and I just think that's purely because, yeah, there's just been so much disruption at the other clubs, and they're the most settled side, and usually it's the most settled side that goes and wins it. But they kind of laboured to the title this year, so they weren't like, they didn't fly to a league win, even with all the disruption at City and Liverpool. They still kind of just about got over the line. Remains to be seen whether or not they can do that again. Shell just very sore. Oh, have you had an episode, Shell? Shell says, Liam says, hi Kate, it's good to say I had a better day at work today. Oh, good, I'm glad. I'm very glad. Oh, bloody hell, Shell, I'm sorry to hear that. It's going to be a corner, is it? No, Iran, knock it back in. Come on, I need a Courtois save. A Courtois save, please. Strike. Oh, wait, get in. There you go, good save. Ask and ye shall receive. Courtois with a big save. Jonathan says, which promoted team most likely to stay up? Ooh, that's a good question. Most likely to stay up? Probably. I guess it depends which one spends the most. That's it. Do you know what? It just 100% boils down to that. I'll go as far as saying that. Whichever one spends the most money. That's it. Whichever one spends the most money. Sal Shepke, Rooney or Owen? Rooney, 1,000,000%. Michael Owen, one of the most overrated Ballon d'Or winners there ever has been. Never scored 20 goals in a Premier League season. 3 stars says Swifty. It's going to be Forest for the title, mate. Hey! Will says, how far do you think a club is off getting Diamand? Surely PSG come in with a bigger offer. Why do you think PSG would be interested in Jan Diamand? They've got 4 wingers. They've no need for a £100 million Jan Diamand. It's all noise, that. It's all noise. PSG aren't going to get Jan Diamand. No chance. He's a Liverpool player. D&D, I'm a Liverpool fan but can see United being in a title race but fading away in March. No, Man United haven't got the squad for the title race. They'll be there or thereabouts in the top 4, top 5 race again. They need to. I think getting Champions League qualification back to back is going to be the goal for Man United, especially under a manager as inexperienced as Michael Carrick. Long ball up the touchline. Here's Lukaku. Good football by Belgium. Salamakers back to De Bruyne. Gives it away cheaply. Poor from De Bruyne, that. Swifty, I've got a weird feeling that Vert's Palmer swap deal is coming down the line. Well, I personally wouldn't want Cole Palmer anywhere near Liverpool, and there's nobody I would swap Verts for at this moment. Philip Bidwell, I'm sorry, Shell, I'm epileptic myself, but haven't had any seizures for a while. Hey, look at us, we might have to start the Lonely Epileptics Club, Philip. I'm epileptic as well. Me, you and Shell. Purple Warriors unite. Some United fan predicted them to go invincible with a double against Arsenal, City and Liverpool. It might happen. Then again, pigs might fly. Is it your birthday, Sarah, or have I missed it? I think, isn't Sarah's birthday? I remember Sarah telling me her birthday, and I noted it down. It was Pete's birthday the other day. Sarah's birthday... Oh, no, Sarah's birthday was yesterday, wasn't it? Oh, no. Yeah, yesterday, wasn't it? 20th. Did I say happy birthday to you, Sarah, by the way? I did write it down. City of Northville, if that's all it takes, why couldn't we stay up in the Champions League? I guess you could. Happy birthday, Sarah. Apologies if I didn't say it yesterday. I did write it down as well, I'm sure I did. Did I not? Did I not say happy birthday? Apologies. I think I did, anyway. Don't make me laugh, Kate. It's not funny to have a medical condition. Oh, of course it is. It's life, mate. It's life. Gotta laugh at stuff like that. If you don't laugh, you cry. You gotta laugh at it. Gotta find joy in misery at some point. That's what it's about. Sal Shep says, Key, 100%. Liverpool need a goalkeeper. I don't believe so. No, I think we've got Alisson. Mamardashvili, if he goes. We might need a backup keeper, but we'll be okay. It will be alright. Carl, when's my birthday, Key? I've no idea. You've never told me your birthday. Long ball down the right-hand side. Belgium edge of the box. Good block. Excellent block that time. Belgium all one-way traffic. No surprise. Good ball down the right. Stood up far post. And good claim from Beard and Van there at the back. Liverpool about to make a second bid. Second bid for Jan Diamand. Evening, Ethan. How you doing? Iran defending the edge of the box very well, but 20 minutes in, we're yet to have a serious chance beyond the one that Courtois tipped wide. Could do with a Belgium goal. Will says, what bid do Leipzig say we'll take that? Well, they've apparently said 112 million is what they want. Liverpool have offered 86. There'll be maybe a meeting in the middle somewhere. There's quiet confidence that a deal will get done. It's just a case of maybe what that number is, and if it's... Let's say there's what? There's a 26 million pound gap in between those two numbers. So a 26 million pound gap between our 86 million pound offer and their 112 million valuation. So you would imagine we'll meet somewhere around the 100 million mark. Especi Scorpio, you'll never walk alone from Malaysia. Lots of love to you. You'll never walk alone to you too. South Shep says, key is football coming home. Not for me. No, I don't think England are going to win it this year. I don't think so. Shell, did you watch the Spain game? We did. Yes, we watched it together, and it was over by half-time, I think is the nicest way to put it. Saudi Arabia didn't really make much of a contest of it second half. And, yeah, Spain wrapped it up in the first half. It was a good performance from them. They took Yamal off at half-time. Oyarzabal as well. Both of those were terrific. And, yeah, Spain getting back to winning ways after Cape Verde. Very important for them. Here's Ngoy, the young lad I was telling you about. Excellent ball over to the left-hand side. De Bruyne, header, Lukaku, cleared away. The Ducky says, how much do you reckon is too much for Diamand? Honestly, it doesn't. I don't think the number actually matters, really. Because I guess the question is whether or not, we said this before, but the question is whether or not he's good enough, and is he going to be one of the best players, best wide players in the country, in the world, in the next 5 years. And if he is, then you pay whatever that's worth. I don't think there's not really a plethora of excellent wide players in the market at the minute. There's not a huge amount of like top quality wingers that Liverpool could reasonably go and get. Boom! Another strike, another big save from Beer and Van, and it's a corner to Belgium. Excellent, excellent strike from Tielemans, and low down to his left, tipped around the corner. Yeah, I like Jan Diamand, but again, I only think it's too much if it becomes, oh, there we go, big strike, over, goal kick. It only becomes too much for me, I think, if it stops us getting other signings, and I don't think it will. Even if Liverpool signed him for 130 million, which we won't, but let's say we did. Let's make an argument, a hypothetical, that we signed him for 130. I still think that's... If they believe he's the guy, then go and get him. Go and get him. There's very few top wingers that can win you a title, and if he's one of them, go and get him. You know, you're not going to get Doué, you're not going to get Kvaratskhelia, you're not going to get Vinny, you're not going to get Rodrigo, you're not going to get Yamal. So, Jan Diamand at 19 years of age for 100 million, there or thereabouts, is probably reasonable value. And at 90, again, you know, I think there's a world where Liverpool could probably move him on for, if it doesn't work out, I don't think his value drops massively. He's good enough that you could probably move him on inside a couple of years if it wasn't quite working out. Southchip says, look at all of Liverpool's big money signings, apart from Van Dijk, all flopped. That's just not true, is it? All of Liverpool's big money signings have all flopped. Like who? Like who? Liverpool's big money signings have not all flopped. Nowhere near. Free kick for Iran about 30 yards out here. This is going to be a huge, huge moment for them. Can they work Courtois from here? Strike. Oh, it's in. Is it going to count? Is it going to count? It is. It's Mehdi Taremi. It's an absolutely unbelievable short free kick. And Taremi scored. And Belgium have absolutely killed me here. I had first team to score. They've absolutely done me. They've absolutely done me. Oh, what is going on here? What on earth is going on here? He might be offside. I think he is. Yeah, that's going to be off. I think it's going to get ruled out, this one. Thank the Lord. Yeah, there might be an offside check. Might be an offside check. I think that one's going to get ruled out. I really do. It looks like he's offside. Does look like he's offside. It's a good finish from Mehdi Taremi, but honestly, I think you'd probably look at Courtois again. A little bit suspect there. Gets a big hand on it. Can't quite keep it out. Definitely going to be a VAR check on this one. I think it is going to be a VAR check. It does look like he might be offside. Rush Fowler, you can't say Isak has when not injured and played hardly any players passed the ball to him. Blaming injuries, he will cook under Raiola. Yeah, mate, Alexander Isak is 1,000,000% for me. Not a flop. I think Alexander Isak will be fantastic next season. And the same with Wirtz, to be honest. It's a tight one. It's a very tight one. The referee's still checking. Isak, not a flop. Rush Fowler, couldn't agree more, mate. Welcome to the chat, by the way. Good to have a Liverpool fan in like myself. Scuba says lovely but off. And I think it is, yeah. We're going to get this one chalked off. After review, offside. Jackie says Trossard is Belgium's only bright side outside of Doku. Reece says he should get a stronger hand to that. I know from close range, but still. You would imagine the goalkeeper should have got a bit more to it. Yes, he should have maybe got a touch more to that. But he's already made one big save in this game, Courtois. Lil Philly, well, need 2 goals from Belgium if this goes through. And sorry, South Shep, you were saying you mean £90 million plus players. You were talking Liverpool. Liverpool's £90 million plus players have flopped. So you're only talking about 2. We've only signed 2 players for £90 million plus. Wirtz and Isak. Wirtz was... I think there was only Enzo Fernandez and Bruno Fernandes who created more chances than him last year. Here's Lukaku. He ran just about get it away. Yeah, there was only 2 players created more than Wirtz last season. The reason those didn't convert into assists is not Florian Wirtz's fault. It's because... sadly, we were playing with divvies up the top end of the pitch. Mo Salah kicking it into players' legs every 5 minutes. Just sub, bro. Cheers, man. Good to see you. Appreciate that. We're live every single day. We watch games of footy. Not just throughout the World Cup, but throughout the Premier League season as well. Every single game. We did 500 games in 2025. over on the other channel, by the way. Premier League Dad is originally what we were called. Created a new channel for the start of the World Cup. Michael says, how are Iran allowed to be in the World Cup? Oh, Jesus Christ, Michael. Let's leave the politics out of it. Please, dear God. What's up with Sarah? Get well soon, Sarah. To be honest, I don't drink alcohol now. I haven't for 20 years. I used to like it, too much of it, but I feel a hell of a lot better without it. Fair enough. Salchep says, Isaac 100% flop, and so's Wirtz. For the money you paid for both, should have hit the ground running. No, that's not true, mate. You can't expect a 21-year-old coming from Germany to hit the ground running. There's not many who do. There's not many that do. There you go, we've got our first hydration break. James Deathridge, how are America allowed to host a World Cup? Well, I mean, they're not hosting it. Technically, you've got 3 hosts. You've got America, you've got Canada, and you've got Mexico. And if we're pointing fingers and saying how are America allowed to host it, well, you know, you could also argue Qatar and Russia and Saudi Arabia have been awarded a World Cup. And, you know, there's not really many countries that are totally squeaky clean. I'm not defending the US, but let's be honest, there's not many that are particularly squeaky clean either. Michael, will you be doing any of the women's games? Possibly, once the World Cup's over, yes. There's definitely some women's games we'll be doing. We did the Women's Euros last year, obviously. So yeah, obviously schedule pending. Shahid says Cody Gakpo was never a striker, but Slot put him up there, key. But he didn't have anyone else. Once Isaac's, you know, injured and Ekatiki's ankle explodes, who else are you putting up there? Don't think there's anyone else we could have put up centre forward. South Shep says, how many Germans have made it in the Prem? Not many at all. Not looking Wirtz. What do you mean, how many Germans have made it in the Prem? Loads of Germans have made it in the Prem. Absolutely loads of and loads of people from the Bundesliga have made it in the Prem. Loads. Look at the history. Look at the list of them, mate. There's bloody loads of people who've come from the Bundesliga and taken a bit of time to adapt and been very, very good. Kevin De Bruyne being one, funnily enough. Kevin De Bruyne wasn't brilliant when he was in the Prem. Went to Wolfsburg, had a fantastic spell, came back. Unbelievable. Jean-Philippe Mateta could be another one. Ryan Gravenberch. Lots of people. Canate. Lots of people who've come from the Bundesliga and done unbelievably well. Wirtz is a talented player. I think in the right system, he thrives. Rush Fowler, I'm not a Gakpo fan. Scores a few goals, but he's predictable and doesn't like to pass when it's a better option. Look at the missed shots he's had. I find it difficult to blame Gakpo for last season entirely, because you look at, you know, Mo Salah was nowhere near at the level he should have been. Ekatike started well, but then was garbage pretty much after that. Anyone really that we played at the top end of the pitch, and we just didn't have any options, so I kind of blame the club for that one. South Shep, I said Germans. Name 3 or 4. 3 or 4 Germans who've played well in the Premier League and been brilliant signing. Michael Ballack, Dietmar Hamann, Robert Huth. You can go through. Look, how many just general Germans in the Premier League? Loads of them. Marcus Babbel. There's loads of great Germans in the Premier League. Loads of them. Ilkay Gundogan. Gundogan's been maybe the best one. Who knows? There's been loads. Klinsmann. Klinsmann had a great spell. There's loads of them. That's not even an argument. Germans don't work in the Prem. Scowl says we need to buy a centre forward to cover for Isak. If he gets injured, we need cover. I think it's probably more likely if Gakpo stays, then it'll be Gakpo who plays centre forward. Do you think Gakpo's quick enough for Iraola? Well, you look at players who Iraola had at Bournemouth, I mean, apart from Semenyo, they weren't all... Like, Gakpo's not slow. I don't think he's rapid necessarily, but he's not slow. You know, they played with, like, sometimes Kluivert, sometimes Tavernier, sometimes... And again, I don't think any of them are particularly... Adley, I don't think any of them are particularly miles faster than Cody Gakpo. They had Ryan on the right. He's faster than Cody Gakpo. But, you know, I don't know. I don't necessarily think his whole system, Iraola's whole system, isn't totally predicated on that anyway. I think Cody Gakpo, if he is staying at the club, he'll probably be more likely a centre-forward. Mark says, Key, what do you think about Emma Hayes talking about football? I think it's great. Everyone should be able to talk about football. Brilliant game. Absolutely. I think she's, to be honest, mate, she's done really, really well with the insights that she's been able to come up with after, I mean, just on the fly, basically, during the game. Like, the insights she's come up with, I've seen them after I've not seen them during the game because I don't have the audio on. But then I've seen the commentary that she's done after the game on like X and, you know, on ITV on the rewatches and stuff. And the fact that she's been able to produce that sort of an insight in such a short space of time compared to other pundits who have research teams and everything and spend full on, like, look at Monday Night Football. Monday Night Football's produced and researched and heavily researched, and sometimes they have a full like hour before the game to run segments on and whatever, and that's good. But I think Emma Hayes is giving pretty comparable analysis, to be honest. Yeah, there's the offside. Do you know what? It was his bum, I think. It was his bum cheek he was offside by there. Good ball in. Lukaku header just over the bar. Just over the bar. That was better. Much better. Shahid Karl-Heinz Riedler. Karl-Heinz Riedler was a very, very good centre-forward, but we got him at the tail end of his career, and that was the problem with Karl-Heinz Riedler. It wasn't that he was a poor player necessarily. There's been a lot of great German players. I mean, again, I threw out Robert Huth like a pithy whatever, but there's loads. Mesut Ozil. Mesut Ozil was brilliant for Arsenal, won loads of trophies with them. Kai Havertz, you know, scores in a Champions League final. He's just won the league with Arsenal himself. Lots of great Germans have played in the Premier League. I mean, listen, I liked Emre Can. Emre Can was incredible for Liverpool. He never should have left. I think most teams would take Kevin Schade now at Brentford. I think Kevin Schade might end up being a top Premier League wide player. Rudiger, gone to Real Madrid, done him unbelievably well. Jens Lehmann. Leroy Sané. Lots of great Germans. Michael says Krupi has some pace on him. I mean, yes. But again, he doesn't often play where Liverpool... I mean, I think Krupi would be an alternative to Isak and Ekitike. I don't think Liverpool need to sign Krupi. Southshep, loads of trophies. Ozil at Arsenal. What are you talking about? FA Cups, did he not? Did he not win multiple FA Cups at Arsenal? Hey, I guarantee you Mesut Ozil has been more successful at Arsenal than many of the players who are there now. Oh, might be another yellow card here. Told you this referee was good for the yellow. Told you he was good for the yellow. Yeah, 4 FA Cups. Mesut Ozil, 4 FA Cups. And he got Arsenal to a European final as well. Yeah, I'd say he was pretty successful. Huth is a Premier League winner as well, Pete. See, this is it. People don't want to listen. People don't want to listen to common sense. Per Mertesacker. They don't want to listen to common sense on this stuff. Love them, Ray Chan. Yes, Ben. Good to see you, man. Gakpo cannot be anything more than a squad player. I don't think he is. I really don't think he is. I don't even know, says Mesut Ozil wasn't as good as people say he was, but I won't complain about how well he did. Again, people talking about Bruno Fernandes and how wonderful Bruno Fernandes is. Mesut Ozil's records he was breaking. Thoughts on Diamand? I think he's a very, very good young player. And if the club are absolutely adamant he's the one, then, fine, go and get him. We definitely need pace. We desperately, desperately need pace in wide areas. And, yeah, he is a very, very good player 1v1, and I think he'll suit the Premier League well. Obviously, it's a big risk, but what signing isn't? Sarah says, what it is, some people think they know what they're talking about, but no, absolutely F all. We can all fall into that bracket from time to time, I guess. Dennis says, you're right, not good enough. Gakpo can do a job for Pool, Champions League qualifying though. And Ben, who would you get for the left? Well, Munoz is the left, isn't it? It's Munoz, Rio, Diamand, maybe Gakpo stays. I think Gakpo, unless we get a big offer from Spurs, I think it's probably going to be Gakpo staying. And then it'll be Rio, Munoz, Diamand, Gakpo. That'll be our wide options. And all four of them can play either left or right. Munoz can also play through the middle, as can Gakpo. So I think that was the thinking, wasn't it? It was go and get someone that isn't gonna sort of limit Rio's chances. Maybe if you go and get someone like Barcola, for example. Barcola, again, talented player, but he's nearly 24. He's going to expect to start every game. That basically puts a big block in front of Rio. Whereas you go and sign Munoz, 22, from Osasuna, still a young man, still growing himself, still learning the game. I think you can probably say Rio and Gamoa will get opportunities just as well as he will. Cheers, 3-star. Long ball forward. Ooh, is that going to count as a shot on target from De Bruyne? Maybe, possibly. Stephen, just been sitting in the garden. Lovely night. Still boiling hot. It needs like a thunderstorm, doesn't it? If you're here in the UK. It's dead clammy. It's horrible. Mark says, Key, what do you think of the ref cam? I like it, perhaps for the Premier League as well. I'd like to see refs mic'd up. I think we should see more of that in the Prem. Will says, Key, it's going to be even hotter this coming week. Oh, don't say that. I can barely sleep as it is. Scout says, have all Premier League clubs now got full-time managers after lots left, Key? Yes, I think they do. I think every club's got a full-time manager. Gary O'Neill's just been appointed Ipswich manager. Pierre Sage appointed Crystal Palace manager. Obviously, Iraola appointed Liverpool manager. I think, yeah, every club in the Prem next season has got their manager confirmed. Bona Lee says Belgium is not going to win. This is a boring game. Well, I've got Belgium or draw. Belgium first team to score and over 1.5. Now, I don't think we're going to get over 1.5 in this one. Michael, on the topic of German Prem players, you've got Sané. Yeah, mate, there's loads of him. It's not just... There's absolutely loads of him. Sané, Gundogan, Klinsmann. We did loads of them. Ozil. Some fabulous footballers. And Goy, good defending. Really good defending to win it back. Last couple of minutes of normal time before we hit the half-time break. 89% of you in the chat said that Belgium would win this one. Strike! Oh, good effort. And I think it was a better save, that one from Beer and Van. The referee has got a player down in the area, or just outside the area for Iran. He's back on his feet, miraculously, would you believe? That was some recovery, that, wasn't it? Here's Trossard. Go on, Trossard. De Bruyne. Into Trossard. Must be. Oh, good block. Really good block from the Iranians, this. Excellent defending. Putting the bodies on the line. That was Khalilzadeh. Again, another player who plays for Tractor in the Iranian Premier, or the Persian Gulf Pro League, it's called. Sorry, the Persian Gulf Pro League. Tractor, currently second in the Persian Gulf Pro League. And many of the players in the Iranian squad today, including the goalkeeper and the 37-year-old centre-back, Shoja Khalilzadeh, are stars of Tractor FC. Scouse, is Peter Crouch one of the answers in the halftime quiz? You asked last time. I still don't think he's going to be in it this time. Finners Matty says, Key, Fulham haven't got a manager yet, have they? Or have I missed something? I thought Fulham were very close to appointing Alvaro Arbeloa. I mean, City technically still haven't got an answer, a manager, have they? City are very close to appointing Enzo Maresca, and we know that's what it's going to be, but they're still working out gardening leave and all that sort of stuff with Manchester City. Here's Lukaku. Good defending. 8 minutes of added on time, by the way, for that VAR check. That long VAR check gives us a long goal time. Terrible ball from Belgium as well. Shocking ball. And it's straight through to the goalkeeper. Lukaku gives a thumbs up there, but I think he's probably a little bit disappointed with what he got from Tielemans there. It's very poor. We have got, by the way, if you're new around here, we've got 2 more games tomorrow. Obviously, Uruguay-Cape Verde kicks off at 11 p.m. tonight. And then in the early hours of the morning, it's New Zealand against Egypt. However, tomorrow we are going to be live for 3 games. Potentially 3. Definitely 2. Potentially 3. Argentina, Austria. We'll get to see Lionel Messi. See if he can get another hat-trick again tomorrow as they play Austria. And then France versus Iraq. I mean, that could be a cricket score based off what we saw from France against Senegal. So, France face Iraq. That's at 10 p.m. tomorrow night. And then Norway versus Senegal is a 1 a.m. kickoff. So, if you want to join me for any of them, hopefully you do. Make sure you click like and follow and subscribe, all that good stuff. Michael says, do you think it's right they add the hydration break time on after the 45? I mean, ideally you'd want them to stop the clock. But I guess so. I guess it doesn't matter as long as they add the right amount of time on. Matty, not doing Uruguay tonight, Key? No, not doing Uruguay tonight, mate. I'm just doing this one. This is the last game of the night for me. Here's De Bruyne. Strike. It's going to go out on the far side, is it? No, Iran recover. Still another 6 minutes left to go before half-time. Will says Nico Paz watch for Argentina for me. Here's Lukaku. Good spin. Excellent play from Lukaku. Bullies his way in. Oh, and he just couldn't quite get it back from Kevin De Bruyne there. Unbelievable run from Lukaku, that. He's just an absolute tank, isn't he? Ball gets played into his feet. Just spins the defender like he's not even there. Bullies his way through a few more tackles. Just couldn't quite fall for him in the end. That was a really good moment, that, from Lukaku. Shows he's still got the ability when he plays, when he can. When he wants to, I guess. Clips Market, New Zealand v Egypt will separate the men from the boys. Yeah, that's a bit naughty. That New Zealand v Egypt, I think, is a 3 a.m. kickoff, isn't it? 2 a.m. Sorry, 2 a.m. kickoff in the UK. Will says, I guess considering their goal was ruled out, Iran would be pleased. I mean, apart from that goal, it has been one-way traffic. Like I said, it's been all Belgium. Iran have not really been able to get their foot on the ball. If you look at the statistics for this game, the possession is heavily in Belgium's favour. 81% to 19%. It's very nearly Arsenal in the Champions League levels, isn't it? It's very nearly that level. But it's 81%. They've had 11 shots, Belgium, to Iran's 2. 4 shots on target to Iran's 1. And obviously Iran had the goal ruled out as well. I don't even know. Key's definitely ignoring me on purpose. It's hilarious. I've not even seen what you've said. I genuinely haven't even seen what you've said. Will, I guess considering... Oh, we've done that one, sorry. Ball's played back to Ngoi. Good pass inside. Wonderful pass inside. Salamakers. Oh, he's got to find the pass there. Big moment again. He's got to find the right ball. And again, it's good defending. Very good defending from Ezzat-Allahi. Bradley, what do you think about Mark Goldbridge? I don't know. What do you think about him? What do I think about Goldbridge? He's a very successful guy. Good luck to him. I've been saying extremely hot takes that you can't even consider real takes. Well, then, there you go. That's probably why I've not even looked at them. If you're being silly, then it's not even worth mentioning. You can clock a serious take from a mile away. Bradley, just interested, mixed opinions on him. To be honest, mate, I've watched him for many, many years before I started doing this. Very successful at what he does. Good luck to him. I haven't really got any issue with the guy. Apparently, some people say he's a Forest fan. He's not actually a United fan. Whether that's true or not is... I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is true. Maybe he is a Forest fan. But he's built something very, very good, very successful. Good luck to him. Iran free kick, bang on half time, probably only another 2 minutes or so left. Clips Market, he's very smart, changed his name and club for business. Again, even if that's true, like he's made millions off it. Guys made absolutely millions off it. Good luck to him. I've not watched his stuff in probably over 2 years, because I've been doing this, well, not 2 years, but a year. I've been doing this a year. I've not watched him in a year. But, you know, he obviously makes the big deal with the Bundesliga. That's groundbreaking stuff. He then makes the big deal with Gary Neville. It's big stuff. Good luck to him. Why not? Good luck to him. Kamar Javed. Shut up, waffler. Oh, you've told me. Oh, hit me where it hurts. Wait till the under-16 ban comes in. Well, maybe when the under-16 ban comes in, we'll get rid of people like Kamar Javed, 659, kids coming in and being outlandish. City of North Hill says, if you fake being a Man United fan for over a decade and keep up the bit, by that point you're actually an actual United fan by default. You don't even block them, Key. I know, but why would you? Why would you block them? If you block them, then I'm basically saying to them, you've bothered me. I genuinely... They mean that much to me. Look at this divvy above you here. They mean that little to me. I'm not even willing to do the 2 clicks it takes to block them. Just leave them. Just leave them. They've got nothing going on in their life. They're so sad. They're so sad. The world's shittest boy band there. giving me grief. Stephen, being a United fan, I found you more entertaining than Goldbridge. Probably should start some beef with him, shouldn't I? Yeah, I am more entertaining than him. He's boring. Don't know. Finners Matty, under 16 ban won't happen if Keir Starmer resigns like he rumoured to be. Nah, but I mean, that's not the reason. Again, we're not even getting into the whole Keir Starmer thing. We did this on the last stream. It's half time anyway. It's half time. Shahid says Belgium have been hugely disappointing in this one. Some of these final balls have been shocking. Yeah, I mean, for a team with De Bruyne and Trossard and players who are very, very good and skilled and have shown over many years that they have the ability to thread that final pass, they've really not been very good at it in this game, have they? Scuba, I blocked him. You blocked who? De Bruyne needs to call it a day. I wouldn't go that far. Certainly wouldn't go that far. Kevin De Bruyne needs to call it a day. What do we make of that one, people? In fact, let's get some hot takes up. Get your halftime hot takes in. Kevin De Bruyne needs to call it a day. Maybe the first one, but go on. What's your most controversial, edgy take from this World Cup? I don't even know, says, I don't think Goldbridge is that bad. I think his community is toxic and disgusting. That's why I came to this chat. Oh, bloody hell. We've got an ex-Goldbridge in. Culture says his legs have gone. He's in the same boat as Casemiro. And Bradley says, Providence for Haiti. He's in the team of the tournament. That's not a bad shout. It's a great name as well, isn't it? Amad Diallo gets 20 to 30 goals and assists next season as clips. Oh my God, we're not on to Amad Diallo again. I'm telling you, he's getting moved on. He's getting moved on next summer for 40 million quid at a push. Stephen says, I can seriously see Iran getting a point. Fucking boiling, mate. Yes. Are they going to tie? Well, it's 0-0. It's 0-0 half time. We've had a goal ruled out. I mean, how good have Belgium been? Have they deserved to be in front in any way? They've not really laid a glove on Iran, have they? Couple of shots on target for the keeper to deal with. Iran, really, really well worked free kick, set piece move. Played it in, Taremi with a spin and smashes it in the bottom corner. Courtois maybe should have done better. Obviously then that gets ruled out for offside. Okay. Well, should we do our wonderful halftime quiz? Key, you must be ringing, standing up, chatting constantly in that heat. Hope you're getting proper rest in between. Not really. I mean, it's 27 degrees in this room right now. It's absolutely sweltering. It's absolutely sweltering. So, can you give me, there have been 18, bugger it, yeah, we'll do 18. That's an odd number, but we'll go with it, right? Here's your halftime quiz. Halftime quiz. Okay, the halftime quiz is, which 18 Belgian players have scored 10 or more Premier League goals. 18. It is an even number. You did get me on that one. It's definitely not an odd number. But an odd number in the grand scheme of things. You knew what I was getting at. Bradley says, Key, you're not going Park Life this year. I don't do festivals, mate. That's well beyond me now. The Ducky says the US is probably the best of the current dark horses. That's a good shout. I like that. City of Northville, I tried watching him, but I always feel dirty when I hear my own opinions mirrored back to me too often. I need contrarian views, and every view Key had about United was vicious slander. Let's keep that up. Let's keep it up. This charming Dan says, I can't be doing hot takes today. I'm bloody dying enough with this heat as it is. Right, sorry. I apologise. Here we go. Let's get stuck into the quiz. Romelu Lukaku, Kevin De Bruyne, Benteke, Leandro Trossard, Tielemans, all correct. All of those correct. Yes, Trossard has 52 Premier League goals, Lukaku with 121, Benteke with 86, Tielemans has 26, Origi, Fellaini, Hazard. Hazard is third with 85. Origi has 22. And Marouane Fellaini has 37. Sack this stream off, Key, and go and hose yourself down in the garden. That's exactly where I'm going next. As soon as this stream's off, I'm just gonna bathe. Company, says Jelly. Yes, Vincent Company is there. He has 18 Premier League goals. Moussa Dembele. Good shout. Moussa Dembele. Is he there? He's not. Moussa Dembele is actually, yes, he is there. Sorry, he got 12. He's got 12 Premier League goals. Morales. Good shout. Morales is there. Yes. Morales is there. He has... How many? How many's Morales got? Vermaelen. Vermaelen's a good shout. Yep, Vermaelen and Morales. Both correct. I think Vermaelen is 10. Is it? 13, sorry. 13 for Vermaelen. Morales, 29. He was a good player for Everton, wasn't he, Morales? Sorry, I'm just jotting all these down. I'm turning my fan up because it's absolutely sweltering in here. Alderweireld, or however you spell it. Alderweireld, yes. No. Alderweireld has 9. Alderweireld has 9. LV, is 2-1 doable, bro? Answer me. I think you're mistaking me for some sort of mystic. Batshuayi, yes. Batshuayi has 15. Albert, no. Roy Keane was only rated so slightly. Vermaelen, Van Hecker. Van Hecker's Dutch, Shahid. Sarah, right, I'm off to bed. I'm up early in the morning. Take it easy, Sarah. Thank you very much. As always, see you soon. Origi's been said. Yes, Doku is correct. Doku is correct. So far, let me just run through the ones you've got. You've got Lukaku, Benteke, Hazard, De Bruyne, Trossard, Fellaini, Morales, Tielemans, Origi, Company, Batshuayi, Vermaelen, Dembele, Doku. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 left to get, and they're very, very difficult ones, to be fair. One was a winger from Spurs. One was a centre-forward for Derby. One was a centre-forward for Sheffield Wednesday. And one was a midfielder for Wolves. Chadley. There you go. Chadley is right. Nasser Chadley, 21 Premier League goals. Dendoncker, Shell. Yes, Dendoncker is correct. Shelley got Chadley as well. Dendoncker is the one. Played for Wolves, played for Villa. He got 10 Premier League goals. How many did Januzaj have? Adnan Januzaj had, I'll tell you. You've got Chadli, you've got Dendoncker. Gilles de Bielde is correct. Yes, Gilles de Bielde of Sheffield Wednesday. He was one. Adnan Januzaj got 5 Premier League goals for what it's worth. Timothy Castagna, who's playing today, also has 6. Maxime de Kuiper, who's playing today, has 2. Stephen Defoe has 2. Richie de Laat, 2. Wout Faes, 2. The final one that you hadn't got was Derby's Branko Strupar. Branko Strupar. So there was only 18 who've scored 10 Premier League goals or more. 18 Belgians who've scored 10 Premier League goals or more. They are Leander Dendoncker, Gilles de Bielde, Jeremy Doku, Moussa Dembele, Thomas Vermaelen, Michy Batshuayi, Branko Strupar, Vincent Kompany, Nasser Chadli, Divock Origi, what a player he was, by the way, Tielemans, Morales, Fellaini, Trossard, De Bruyne, Hazard, Benteke, and Lukaku. As I commented, come on, Key, go on, we'll give it to the culture. The culture got it in the end. Right. There you go. That's your halftime quiz. Anyway, we don't need to do any more of that. Let's get back to hot takes. Because we've got another 5 minutes or so. Callum, will you do Uruguay versus Cape Verde? No, not doing Uruguay, Cape Verde. And I'm not doing Egypt versus New Zealand. I'm skipping those two. I'm getting myself to bed. And I am back for 2 games tomorrow. I am back for 2 tomorrow. Argentina versus Austria at 6 p.m. UK time. I'm back for France, Iraq at 10 p.m. And I might do the 1 a.m. Norway versus Senegal. I'm going to see how I feel. But yeah, I'm mega tired today. And it's just boiling hot. So I'm going to give it a miss tonight. This charming Dan, I'm surprised Januzaj got 5 goals. The useless bastard. I like Januzaj. As a Liverpool fan, I thought when he came through, there was like a real buzz about him. I remember him scoring away at Sunderland for United. And I was gutted because I thought he got a real player here on their hands. And it turns out he was garbage. Just never really fulfilled his potential, did he? I don't even know. I think Arteta will have a better Premier League legacy than the special one. Of course you do. Reece says Chadli from Spurs. Yep, that's the one. Chadli from Spurs. Also from West Ham. No, West Brom. West Brom it was, wasn't it, Chadli? Callum says, hot take. Yamal will finish his career with, what, better than Ronaldo? I'm not sure about that. He's already getting issues with his, what is it, symphysis pubis bone or whatever. He's getting issues already with movements and joints. I don't think Yamal's going to have a long career. I hope I'm wrong, obviously. I hope he has a great career. Good luck to the lad, but he's already having issues with his injuries, recurrent injuries, which often is the case when you play young players very young. That's why you've got to be very careful with people like Rio Engamoa, Max Darman. Can't throw him in too young. Got to give him time, let the body grow. If Homeboy was not allowed in the US due to pending charges, then we should be able to not allow Elliot Anderson to City for their pending charges. That's, again, fair. Very fair. Joe, did you see my hot take on the hydration break? I didn't, mate. No, I didn't see it. Fahim, Belgium is actually arse. That's harsh. Why is Belgium taking so long to score? I mean, they've struggled, to be honest, mate. They've really struggled. And I think there might be a change of goalkeeper here, is there? No? Is it the same goalkeeper for Iran? Honestly, this fan's just blowing hot air at me. It's madness. Absolute madness. If you're new around here, do me a favour, just before we start the second half. If you're locking in for the second half, do me a favour. Leave a like on the video. It takes 2 minutes. Takes you, well, it doesn't even take 2 minutes. It takes 2 seconds. Costs you nothing. Helps me a bunch. I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy trying to grow a channel again. I've got one channel with 23k subs. They messed me around. I'm now starting again with the Matchday Tavern. I'd really appreciate your guys' help. If you can like, if you can subscribe, it pushes out the channel to more people for the next games. And we get more great people joining the live. Clips, can't believe you're not using Premier League Dad Key. It's the smart move. It is the smart move, mate. I promise you. It is the smart move. Thoughts on Gakpo and Gravenberch look amazing. They were very good last night, for sure. This charming dad says, us Sunderland fans thought he was going to be fantastic too. Then we had to watch him play for us on loan. Sweet zombie Jesus, he was arse. Ha ha. Joe says the hydration break should happen in every game or no games. That's it. Can't be for one and not the other. I'd agree with that. Get a metal fan. It makes the room cooler. I genuinely, it just feels like I've got like a dragon just blowing. It's blowing hot air at me. Shelley, you're okay? I'm alright, lovely, yeah. I'm fine. I'm okay. Still relatively, the night is still young. I'll get through this one. Is the fan cooling you down, Key? You look sweaty. Cheers, I'm not sweaty. I'm really not sweaty, I promise you. You look sweaty. Yeah, no, I'm not sweaty. I'm good. I'm good, but it is absolutely boiling. Clips, never sleep with a fan on. Why? Why do you never sleep with a fan on? I have to sleep with a fan on now. I never used to, but my missus is like obsessed with sleeping with a fan on. I'm going to install HVAC at your place, Key. It's a long way for you to come to install HVAC at my place. I'd mega appreciate it though. Maybe, hey, maybe if you get a big money line win, Tony, you can wing some HVACs my way. Hiller says, I have a rule. I hit like as the first thing because I know I'll be enjoyed. Good lad. Listen, I appreciate it. I really do. Everyone who does hit like and subscribe, I mega appreciate you. I really do. And even if you think, do you know what? I'm only here for this one. I'm not coming back after it. It's fine. I appreciate you just being here and watching and liking, or just commenting and letting us know what you think. I appreciate you being in the chat. And being in the tavern. Being one of the taverners, even if it's just for this game. Even if you're going to bugger off after this and never come back. I appreciate you being in here all the same. Just joking, Key, you're a star, mate. I was only messing, mate. It's all good. This charming dad, if I don't sleep with the fan on, I'd be dead by morning. Certainly in this heat. I don't know how anyone's not sleeping with a fan on in this heat. Lil Ramen Noodles, I love the new rules to improve the flow of the game. I think it's good that they're really making them stick as well, isn't it? Isn't it really good that we're seeing them kind of stick to, if the keeper hangs on to it for too long, it's a corner. They've done that quite religiously. I like that. Reece says Jamal looked injured and unfit today. I think he'll miss more game time this tournament. I hope not. I'd love to see him stick it out for Spain and do really well. And you know, they were my shout for the tournament. Here's Trossard, good pass. De Bruyne. That's going to be a corner. Unlucky. That was better from Belgium. Much better. Callum says Jahan Baksh, an old name that. When did he leave Brighton? Oh, a long time ago. Ali Reza, Jahan Baksh. I remember him scoring a great goal for Brighton. It was an overhead kick in the Premier League. He went back to Feyenoord after that. Spent a little bit of time in the Dutch league, and then I think he's in Belgium now. Yeah, I think he is. He's playing in Belgium with Dender. He's playing for Dender now, Ali Reza Jahan Baksh. Isn't there a player called Azmoun? Yes, Sardar Azmoun, rather. He is, I think he's on the bench, is he? No, he's not even on the bench. Not even on the bench. But he probably was the star. Oh no, he was excluded. There you go. Oh, there you go. That's my own research letting me down. Sardar Azmoun, 57 international goals for Iran. This was a big. I should have remembered this. I did this research before the tournament. Sardar Azmoun is like a star in Iran. He was the big star, 57 international goals. I think he's the record goal scorer. He was excluded from the squad before the tournament because reportedly, again it's alleged, reportedly he had a picture taken with Dubai's ruler, which is politically very explosive given Iran and UAE tensions. So that was the reason why Sardar Azmoun, allegedly, again, that's the reason allegedly that he was left out of the squad. And for a player as good as he is, and maybe Iran not having a massive amount of clinical attackers, clinical centre forwards, you would have thought they would have looked past that, but then there you go. Joe Key, you're amazing at what you do, but your pronunciations are not good. Have you ever heard the expression, Joe? If you've got nothing nice to say nothing at all. And if that's a new thing on you, mate. Go on, I'm only messing. What pronunciations did I get wrong? I might have got a few wrong. In fact, I know I've got a few wrong. I butchered them Saudi Arabia ones before. Poor fellas, I don't think I got anywhere close to him. Here we go. Free kick for Belgium, and it's going to go behind for a corner. I thought it was. Yeah. Studs on the calf. Yeah, he's ripped his sock there, hasn't he? Malak, opinions on Morocco. They did very well against Scotland, and I think they'll go relatively far in the tournament, to be honest. Callum says Azmoun turned down a move to Liverpool in 2017. 2017-18. Not sure about that. Don't ever remember us being linked to Sardar Azmoun. Another corner for Belgium. Come on. Belgium dominating the corners. This is what I needed. You called it Arsenal and it's just arse. De Bruyne, far post. Strike. Oh, side netting. That was good. Salamakers, I think, catching it. Just not quite sweet enough. But a good bit of football, that from Belgium. Caught it nicely. Bit too much purchase on that. Any big transfer rumours or actual signings today? I didn't sleep at all last night, so I've been nagging the day away. Well, I've been trying to in this bloody heat. Transfers, as far as the Premier League goes, I think the main transfers have just been transfer rumours. Liverpool being linked with another bid for Jan Diamand. We've bid 86 million. That got rejected. Apparently RB Leipzig looking for 112 million. There is confidence, according to Ben Jacobs, that a deal will get done. So maybe there'll be a compromise somewhere around the 100 million figure. If indeed Liverpool go back in with a second bid, which, again, allegedly we have. Man United linked with Matheus Fernandes. Chelsea apparently close to selling Enzo Fernandez to Real Madrid, or there's rumours floating around that that's exactly what's happening. What else has there been news today or in recent days? Alvaro Arbeloa close to being appointed Fulham manager. This is good from Belgium. This is really good. Got to hit it. Good block. Strike. No. Belgium just knocking it around edge of the box. Got to get the ball in. Trossard. A bit too much on that cross from De Bruyne. Haaland is going to do unspeakable things to this Belgium defence. Clips Market United linked to Bergval. Yeah, that's another big bit of news today. Obviously, Spurs going back in. Apparently 85 million plus 10 for Sandro Tonali. Is he worth that? That's big news today. Lucas Bergval. Apparently, again, I don't know where this has come from, but lots of people were telling me in the chat that De Zerbi has effectively let Lucas Bergval know that he's kind of happy to move him on. And if Lucas Bergval's leaving Spurs, I'd love him at Liverpool. I think he's criminally underrated, Bergval. Billy says Japan looked proper quality this morning. Do you have to take into account that they were playing Tunisia though, Billy? I mean, again, not underrating them, but Anfield Cop, I've just stumbled onto the channel, and guess what? I've already subscribed, as well as to Premier League Dad. You know talent when you see one immediately. Looking forward to more. Hey, what a guy. Really appreciate that, mate. It's very kind of you to say. Promise you, this isn't me on my dummy account. I promise you. That's very nice of you. I'll give you the $5 later. Here we go. Long throw into the box from Iran. Flicked on, strike! Oh, and a big save from Courtois. Oh, I really need Belgium to score first. What a ball that is. Iran again down the right. Good ball in. Belgium at 6s and 7s here. They're all at sea at the back, and that one's going to go through to Courtois, nice and easy. Whew. The culture says I don't think we accept below 100 for Tonali, to be honest. That's a lot of money. I don't think 100? 100 for Tonali? Is that value? Yeah, I don't know, you know. Billy says, true. Tunisia have been truly awful. I feel sorry a little bit for Tunisia because as soon as they sacked the manager, the World Cup was never going to go brilliantly from there, was it? Preparation about as bad as it could get. And they've been smashed now, resounding 9 goals in 2 games, just 1 goal scored. That's a handball from Trossard. Free kick for Iran. 37 minutes to go we've got of normal time, plus probably a hefty amount of injury time. We've got 1 more hydration break in this game as well. Boyce, Belgium should do better. Good to see you, Boyce. Philip Bidwell says Key, Bergval would be an excellent squad player. So I really like Bergval. I think if Curtis Jones is getting sold, as a Liverpool fan, I'm kind of happy to move Curtis Jones on. I think it's good for him, good for Liverpool. If we're selling him, I'd be delighted with Bergval. And I think he'd probably get more game time than Curtis Jones would as well, because he can move the ball around. Angus McWhorter, Tunisia. Nice. The culture, I don't think he's worth 100 either, but the market is crazy. We got 130 for Isak. Behave yourself. Scouser says last 5 England World Cup captains. Here's Lukaku. Got a turn. Chance. Oh, it's good defending again from Iran. These tractor boys. They genuinely are, aren't they? The Iran defenders are the tractor boys. People will be thinking they play for Ipswich. What a run. De Bruyne. Oh, what's going on? Hit it. Jesus Christ. How many times? They've got the ball exactly where they want it. And it's just like... Oh, De Bruyne has had a shocker there. She's had an absolute shocker. Pete, we've had some French legends in the Prem too. Henri, Petit, Vieira and Ngog. David Ngog. What a legend. Last 5 England World Cup captains. Kane. Gerrard was at South Africa. Who would have been in between that? Terry? Maybe Terry? Terry, Gerrard. Kane, Terry, Gerrard. Probably Beckham. I don't know about that. You know. I don't even know. I think Key's eyes have chosen not to see my chats anymore because of my silly hot takes. To be fair, mate, we've got a fair few chats coming in, so I'm just browsing as I see them. It's nothing personal, mate. Shearer, not Terry. Shearer. I wouldn't have said Shearer would have been the last 5 World Cup captains for England. Hey, that's fair enough. Who was captain at 2002? Beckham. That was Beckham, wasn't it, in Korea, Japan? France 98 would have been Shearer. Beckham would have been 2006. And 2010, probably. No, 2010 was Gerrard. Maybe Rooney. I don't know. He says, is it half time right now? It's not, mate. No, it's 57 minutes on the clock. We just had a question come in the chat and I thought, bugger it, we'll do it. Iran have cleared it away. That's better. Billy MC, I blame Nottingham Forest for these prices. The culture, hot take. Argentina will be beat by the first decent team they play. The first decent team they play. Who will be the first decent team? I mean, they play Austria tomorrow. Austria, in no way a poor side. Ralf Rangnick, a very, very good coach. They had a good result as well, didn't they, Austria, the other day? Okay, Belgium making a couple of changes. Who's coming on? Salamaker's off. Rudi Garcia, he's not best pleased, is he, Salamaker's? Really not pleased at all. But it's going to be Hans van Aken. Raskin's come off as well. Castagna, Van Aken, and Dodi Lukebakio. Come on, Dodi Lukebakio, maybe bit of extra pace for them to have a go at. Culture says Messi papers over the cracks for Argentina. Billy MC says Portugal need to get over the Cristiano Ronaldo hill if they ever want to win things going forward. Do we think that Cristiano Ronaldo is going to start when they play Colombia? We're going to do Portugal-Colombia in a few days' time. Portugal-Uzbekistan as well. I think we're doing both of those games. That's a free kick, surely, is it? No, referee says get up. It's a dive from Iran, according to the referee. I'm surprised, we've only actually had 2 yellow cards in this game. This referee was known, he averaged 6 yellow cards a game in his last 20 games. He's made 12 red cards in his last 20 refereed games. 12 red cards. This guy, he's Argentinian, he's a bit of a hothead. And I was expecting lots of cards. We've only had 2 so far. He's been remarkably composed, frustratingly. This charming dan says Tonali is very good. If Newcastle get 70 to 80 million for him, they should take it. Belgium, here's De Bruyne. Good chance. Must be. How's it stayed out? Oh my God, how's that stayed out? How has that stayed out? Oh no. That's a massive chance. It's wonderful football from De Bruyne. Takes the ball down, just passes it basically across the goal line. And I don't understand how that stays out. I mean, it's incredible defending from Iran. You've got to give credit where it's due. The Iranians are defending for their lives. And these are players that play in the Persian Gulf Pro League. These are players who have no business against De Bruyne and Lukaku. It's absolutely fantastic to see this stuff. You love it. You love to see it. This is what the World Cup's about. I can see Iran pinching this as 3-star. 111, good to see you. I don't know how that stayed out. Still 30 minutes to go. Iranians defending for their lives. No one take that out of context. Well, they are defending for this. Absolutely defending. Brilliantly. Ball in. Oh, again, excellent defending. De Bruyne wins it back. Kind of hanging on a bit here, Iran. Got to ride out this next 5-10 minutes. Lukaku, that's better from Iran again. How many chances? Says Triple T fan club. I mean, how many shots have they had now? Look at this again. De Bruyne plays it straight across the goal line. Oh my God, the defending there. The goalkeeper makes a big save. But oh my goodness me, it's exceptional defending. And technically, according to the XG, according to stats, I don't know if you cared about that stuff, Belgium have only actually had 1 big chance. 1 big chance in the game. They've had 5 shots on target. 80-20% possession. Ball hung up to the far post. Good claim from Beran van, the goalkeeper. Billy says, I just want to chat to know I'm not being ignorant. I just don't know how to directly to reply to people through YouTube chat. Hey, don't worry about it, mate. You chat away. We all know who you're talking to when you reply. It's all good. Good to have you in. Really appreciate you, man. Triple T, Trossard is actually doing great. Trossard's been very good this game. Both of them have. Can't deny Trossard, De Bruyne, Lukaku. I think they've all played well second half. Just missed that final ball, that final killer moment. Here is De Bruyne. Oh, again. But credit where it's due. You can keep blaming De Bruyne and Lukaku and Trossard and say the final ball's terrible. It is. But Iran have defended like absolute dogs of war. Unbelievable stuff. Ivory Coast got punished for wasting all their chances. Chance! Oh, it's another big save from the keeper. And over the bar from Van Aken, that time. Football says... Oh, sorry, Leon, any early games, Keith? There's 2 early games, mate. There's... well, not really 2 early games. Uruguay-Cape Verde kicks off at 11 p.m. And then you've got New Zealand versus Egypt, which is a 2 a.m. kickoff. Have we had our Gatorade hydration break yet? Not quite. That's coming up in the next 5 minutes or so. We've got our hydration break, powered by Gatorade. The team Belgium had in the late 2010s, it's crazy they wasted it on Roberto Martinez. I mean, Belgium were at one point, weren't they, ranked number 1 in the world. Yeah, world number 1 for years. Semi-final defeat to France in 2018 is kind of the closest they ever got, Belgium, but they had an unbelievable team at their absolute peak. And to be honest, there's still a lot of players now that Belgium have developed that they've left out of this team. We just talked about Sardar Azmoun and how he was controversially left out of the Iran lineup because of him taking a picture with the leader of Dubai. Belgium left out young Mika Gertz, who was unbelievable for Ajax this season. Lots of Premier League teams looking at Mika Gertz. 32 goal involvements for him in the Eredivisie. He got left out while 37-year-old Axel Witsel got taken. Quite a bit of talk in Belgium about that. Callum says, Key, get L3 Everton. You're a secret blue in your head. Dogs of war, Iran. Hey, this Iran defence would play for Everton. They'd get a game for Everton, easy. These tractor boys would get a game for Everton, no doubt. Tell you, honestly, it's been a really good second half performance from Iran. You just can't really deny him. That's a wonderful bit of defending from Ngoy. And it's going to be a goal kick, is it? Or does he give a corner? Does he give a corner for that? Well done, lad. Defending like beavers, this Iran team. Fighting like beavers, the Iranians. 65 minutes on the clock. Key stupidly put 2 goals or more in the game. And Belgium or draw. Somehow I think I'm going to be losing that one. Desperately need a goal though from Belgium. Here we go. Digs at my team. I didn't mention him, Shell. I didn't mention him. It was Callum over on TikTok. Here we go. Corner for Iran. Keep him out, Belgium. Corner for Iran. Floated far post. It's gone behind. Side netting. Free kick. Here we go. Scuba says, these Belgian lads shoot like Hercule Poirot. Hercule Poirot. Pete says Trossard doesn't know what to do with the ball when he's got it. Don't forget he plays for Arsenal. Well, there we go. Couple of changes for Iran. Tarabi and Mohammedi coming on. Football. Sorry, Leon, what's the next game you're doing? I'm live for Argentina, Austria tomorrow. Argentina, Austria, 6 p.m. tomorrow night UK time. I'll be live for that. And then I'll be live straight after that for France versus Iraq. And then straight after that, possibly, Norway versus Senegal. 3 huge games tomorrow night. Looking forward to doing those. I'm back for those tomorrow. I mean, I'm back every day. You know that. I'm live throughout the entire World Cup every day. We watch at least 2 games, if not more. Billy says, mate, I always get people taking digs at my team. Have a guess. It's a London team. Are you a Millwall fan? Are you a secret Millwall fan, Billy? Red? Has he sent him off? Has he sent him off? Oh my God. That's never a red. Oh, it is. It is a red. It is a red. It looked a bit petulant, but it is a red card. Oh, and it's Ngoy as well. Yeah. Oh, no, that shouldn't be a red. That shouldn't be a red. I'm sorry. No, that's not a red card. That's not a red. No. I'm not having it. That's not a red card. Don't care what anyone says. That's not a red. He didn't bring him down. He didn't bring him down. He put his arm across him. Look at this. He's not dragging it. That's not a red card. It's just not a red card. I'm sorry. Taremi knows he hasn't got the pace on Ngoy. He knows he hasn't got the pace on him. That is never in a million years, never a red card. That's madness. Angus says, I'm a Wolverhampton fan from Middle USA. Wonderful to see you, mate. Sorry to see Wolves go down. I think you'll be back. Maybe not. Well, maybe you will. Maybe you'll bounce straight back. We'd love to see Wolves back in the Prem. I like Wolves a lot. But good to see you. We've got lots of Americans in, lots of US, MLS fans as well. Daverd says, great call. He should have gotten a red previously. What for? I didn't think that was a red at all. I think that's really soft. And again, this is a referee we know is very card happy. I don't think that's a red card. I'm sorry. Don't think that's a red. Clearly through on goal, so it has to be a red though. But it's not. It's only a red card if he's clearly dragged him down. Taremi hasn't dragged him. He's put an arm across him. He's put an arm across him. That's all it was. I don't think that's a red. But hey, to each their own. To each their own. Iran playing peakist haram ball. Mikel Arteta in the Iran dugout. Angus says it was a bad call, just a touch. I really didn't think that was a red, I'm sorry. But listen, Belgium have dominated Iran here, and I do wonder whether or not they'll now push out. Maybe they'll push out a little bit more. Because they think against 10 men, they might have a better chance if they push more bodies forward. That might actually give Belgium more chances. I do think we're going to get a goal in these last 25 minutes. Have we had our hydration break yet? Here's De Bruyne. What a pass that is. Oh, unlucky. That was unlucky, that. Oh, and he's won it back. Well done, Luca Bacchio. Will says, I missed the game because I was at work. Did Spain look more like what we expected? Yeah, definitely. We were 3-0 up after 24 minutes. It was a good performance from Spain. Bill says, Shell, I'm a Millwall fan. Key got it right first guess. Yes! Look at that. Millwall fan. Good to see we've got a Millwall fan in. I like the Lions. Really unlucky this year. I was rooting for Millwall to come up, mate. Alex Neil did a great job. Some very talented players there as well. Michael says you can rip your opponent's shirt on the halfway line and get a yellow, and that's a red. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just don't think that's a red card. I'll be honest. I think that was Taremi sensing an opportunity. He's 30. Is he 33, 34, Taremi? And he's clean through on goal. He's on the halfway line basically. And Goy is 21, 22. He's very, very quick and very strong. Taremi is not getting that ball. If he goes through on goal, he ain't getting that ball. It's not happening. And he knows that. And as soon as he feels that arm across his shoulder, there's no pulling back. There's no drag. I'm sorry, that's not a red. It's never a red. Not a red. Not in my opinion. The culture says if Belgium lose here, they get grouped. Belgium lose here, it's a real problem for. I mean, they've still got New Zealand final game. You would imagine Belgium would fancy their chances against New Zealand. But then again, I mean, they've been really poor against Egypt. And Mehdi Taremi now giving he's given an encouraging speech to Iran. Seeing if Team Melli can go and get the 3 points here now. It's a big moment for Iran. Like I said, this is the best. This is the golden age of Iran. They've had more World Cup appearances since 2014 than they have in their entire history as a football team. This is about as good as it gets for Iran. The oldest squad in the tournament. Foot Logic, how's it going, mate? Scuba says it's not a red in the current game. It should really be, though. Put your hands on an opposing player coming through, make it a red. See, I want a higher threshold for red cards. Not just in the Premier League, in the World Cup, in everything. Every football game. I want to see players diving less. I want to see players throwing themselves on the ground less. And the only way that happens is if referees are stronger. The only way it happens is if when we see situations like that, the referee goes like that, get up. Get up. If there's a clear pullback, fine. There was no clear pullback there. His arm went across him, and I think he got away with that one. I think Ngoy is very unlucky. Foot Logic might not remember I was in your chat as that guy Jack for a while. Good to see you again, mate. Yeah, good to see you, man. Long time no see. Christo says, what a game from Iran. Liam says an orange card, I think, to be fair. Maybe we need to bring orange cards into football. Let's get an orange card sin bin or something like that. Mr. Al-Shamari, who's the top scorer of all time for Iran? Didn't he hold the international record until recently? As far as I'm aware, it's Ali Daei, isn't it? Ali Daei's probably the all-time former Bayern Munich player, Ali Daei. Lukaku's been subbed off here for Belgium. Arthur Theat has come on. That's a negative change for Belgium, isn't it? They're not going for this. They're really not going for it. Billy says, playoffs went a bit pear-shaped. I hope we can ride the form we were on and continue that into next season. I'd hope so. I'd like to think so. You've kind of come close now a couple of times, haven't you, Millwall? Every World Cup has a game that looks quiet until it isn't. Well, yeah, that's fair. That's very fair. Jake, who would you like to win the World Cup? Mate, I haven't got a horse in the race. I don't mind. I'm just enjoying the tournament, enjoying the football, and chatting with you lovely people. I have honestly no issue with any team winning it. I don't think England will. My pick at the start of the tournament was Spain. And I said dark horses, if you can call them a dark horse, I think Netherlands could go far. They've been in 3 finals. They got very close in the last couple of tournaments as well. They have got a good squad. We saw that last night against Sweden. They can be clinical when they need to be. And yeah, I think they were 20s, 20-1, something like that. Every World Cup teams are drawing until someone scores. Ginge says, come on Iran, I want to see them in the final for shits and gigs. Iran-USA final. The final we didn't know we needed. Well, here we go. XG, look at that. 1.31 Belgium, 0.31 Iran. 75 minutes on the clock. Are we going to get a late winner in this one? Great run down the left-hand side. Ball in. Back to the goalkeeper, unlucky. I think there's got to be a late sting in the tail here. Belgium's XG is about to plummet. Number 1 security could be a good thing. Catch them on the break. They haven't really got many players now in forward areas. I think that's the real problem for Belgium. There's just not really that much pace, and they're not committing that many bodies forward where they were before. I know it's only one player. I get that. It's so... You would expect them to still dominate. Iran are taking a very defensive position, but they've got that extra body now. So Belgium have got to get every pass bang on, and they may have to ride their luck a little bit. And when the chance comes their way, they've got to be clinical. Shell, has your little girl's chicken pox gone now, Key? It has, yes. Yeah, she's, well, pretty much. It's kind of like crusted over, I guess. Sorry for people saying that. Lucas, hello, Key. How are you? I'm good, Lucas. How are you? Good to see you. Liam, hello from sunny Southport, near me. Good lad. Love Southport. Used to love going Southport. Lucas, I'm feeling great about Chelsea next season. Chelsea will be interesting to watch next season. I think Alonso with no Europe. Chelsea go and sign in some players. Maybe they get rid of Enzo Fernandez, move a couple of players on. Be a season of change for Chelsea, but with no European football, could actually do okay. I'd expect them to be in the top 5. Iran, ball in from the left-hand side. Good chance. Bit heavy. Out for a throw-in on the far side. Billy says they need a game changer to step in and take the game into their own hands. Not good. Scout says this is why we like football. All about opinions. Discussing with Son about the red card. I don't think anyone can really say guarantee the way, is that a red, is it not? I mean, the referees give it. I think it was a really soft one for me. I don't want to see that given as a red card. Whoever it might be. Dino says Nottingham Forest with a war chest of 300 million if they sell Anderson and Gibbs White. Are they going to spend it well though? They've signed some pretty poor players, Forest. You know, Callum Wendo wasn't a great signing. Lots of Players they've gone for, McAtee. Lots of players they've spent big money on. Omari Hutchinson I don't think was a particularly good signing. So 300 million won't go far for Forest if they spend it as poorly as they did last time. Billy MC, it's definitely a soft red. I would say so. Here's Luca Bacchio. It's going to be a throw into Belgium, is it? No, throw into Iran. Throw into Iran. How's it looking like? So far, it's looking 0-0, honestly. I mean, Iran are throwing on some more attacking might here. They're going for it. Yeah, Sharia Moganlu of Ittihad Kalba is coming on. Ittihad Kalba from the United Arab Emirates League. But yeah, they've thrown a forward on. Iran have thrown a forward on. They're going for it. There's no doubt about that. Where's the red card icon above the scoreline on the top left? There, on the telly. If you're watching it, it's on BBC. The guy that broke Kone's leg nearly only got a yellow. It was only a red because the leg broke. Godos, wasn't he a former Brentford player? He was, yeah. Sammy Godos, yeah. He's left Brentford. He was at Brentford when they came up, I think. Big last 10. Big last 10. Liam, England are showing the best attacking football in the tournament. However, it's not a high threshold as everyone looks mediocre in this tournament. England's defence is shaky and broken. Thoughts? Well, I wouldn't go as far as shaky and broken, but they didn't look great, did they, in the last game, England? It's going to be a goal kick for Belgium. El Buddha, do you think they'll draw? I think based on what we've seen so far, yes. I think it probably will be a draw, this one. Not incredibly confident we'll see a goal. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'd like to see Belgium nick it late on, but I think it's going to be a 0-0. There's not really been a whole lot of chances since that red card. The red card's kind of killed the game. It's killed the game as a spectacle, the red card. Konza looks out of his depth in that England back line, says Ginge. And Fitz says, England didn't look great. Are you real? Defensively, yes. England didn't look great defensively. That's what we were talking about, Ginge. Oh, sorry, Fitz. That's what we were talking about. Didn't look great defensively. I think going forward, you could make it maybe a different claim, but certainly defensively. Billy, I'd honestly have preferred taking Maguire over Stones. I think Stones is England's best centre-back if he's fit. But I agree, Maguire probably did have a good case for going, and I think he might have gone when Livramento gets pulled out the squad. He might have actually ended up going if his family hadn't have put stuff on social media and he hadn't done the interview. Oh, De Bruyne, what are you doing? It ran with a strike, good effort. Courtois with the save, and the parry gathers it back in. I tell you what, that was really poor from Kevin De Bruyne. His teammates will be raging at him there. Fitz Stones is about as reliable as my first dog, and that's under the patio. Reliable in terms of fitness, yes, but if he's fit, he's England's best defender as far as I'm concerned. But hey, to each their own. Whatever works for you, mate. Liam says Belgium didn't need to concede that red card anyway. Well, they didn't. No, it come from a mistake. But I still don't think it's a red. I'll die on that hill. I don't think that's a red card. He puts his arm across him. He doesn't pull him back. It's the player Taremi. It's him looking at it and going, if I go down here, I get the player sent off. He's manipulated the referee there. I don't want to see that given as a red card. But then again, maybe it is. In modern football, it's a red. Pete says Forest need to save their money to pay off all the managers they'll sack next season. Well, how many was it last season? 4 for Forest. Do you think we'll get through this season with just 1? Do we think Vitor Pereira's still in charge come the end of the season? Somehow I don't think so. think you'd get decent price on that now, wouldn't you? Vitor Pereira to still be Forest manager by the end of the season. Billy says, will this be our second 0-0 of the World Cup so far? I think it will, yeah. Ecuador, Curaçao, the other night was 0-0. Obviously, this one 0-0. Assuming it finishes this way. I think it would be, yeah, the second 0-0, would it? Sorry, yeah. We had 0-0 in the Curaçao-Ecuador game. And we haven't had another 0-0 in the... Oh, no, we have. Spain-Cape Verde, of course. Spain-Cape Verde was one as well. Yeah, that was... So it's third. It's the third one. Spain-Cape Verde, Ecuador-Curaçao, now Belgium-Iran. It's like crisps. You can't have just one. Here we go. Free kick for Belgium. Maybe from a set piece. We said set pieces might be important for Belgium. This is where they're likely to cause trouble. De Bruyne, he needs a good ball in here. And can he get one? Terrible. Keeper punches it out. Strike. Sliced it. Belgium keep hold of it. Trossard got to get it back in. Gives the ball away cheaply. And now Iran on the counter-attack. Belgium win it back. Good football, that. Better. Now down the left-hand side. Belgium. They've got to get the pass right here. It's going to be a corner kick, is it? Is it? No. No, he's given a goal kick for that. Scuba says, does Belgium train without a goal in front of them? Kamen, Iran got to be that bad if they can't take advantage of 10 men. I wouldn't go that far. Belgium have been very, very good. And Iran have been defensively so solid all game. It takes a lot, doesn't it, to go from being like that phase into right now we need to go and attack. I think it's difficult for him, but that's what Mehdi Taremi was saying. You could see it. He was saying to him when they had that hydration break just after the red card, he was really shouting at his teammates. He's the captain. He was saying, come on, we've got to push forward because there's an opportunity here on the counter. And they have made a couple of Courtois. They made Courtois make a couple of saves, but probably not enough since they're a man up. $85 plus 10 million is the next bid for Spurs, putting in Tonali. 95 million's a lot, mate. I wouldn't go that far for him. Obviously, De Zerbi likes him a lot, though. Billy says Iran just have no pace to counter. They look sluggish. I still think last 5 minutes, it's more likely Belgium get a winner than Iran, even with 10 men. Great ball, far side. This is the chance. Got to get the ball in. Oh, yes! No! Oh, that was the chance. That was it. That was your moment. There's a claim for a penalty. Tielemans is screaming for a penalty here as the ball comes in. Oh, I tell you what. Hey, that's a penalty, referee. That's a penalty. That is a penalty on Tielemans. He gets brought down there as he's running onto that one. That might be a penalty. There might be a check. There isn't a check. I tell you what, Tielemans is hard done by there. That might have been a pen. There was I'm telling you, that was a check. That should have been... Tielemans was running onto that one and he gets clipped as he's about to hit the ball and it just goes through his legs. That should have been a penalty, that. That should have been a pen, but a great save from Beran van. He's going to be the goalkeeper. He's going to be the man of the match again. How many goalkeepers have we seen win man of the match in this tournament? Beran van, the Iran goalkeeper for sure, is going to get man of the match in this one. He's rated 8.9 on SofaScore at the minute. 33 years of age. Plays for Tractor in the Persian Gulf League. Ginge, I can't believe John McGinn didn't get that penalty. I agree, that was a nailed-on pen. Connor Jack says never. Why was that never a pen? He clips him. Clips him. It was a nailed-on penalty, that. Need to get a check on that one, please, sir. Kevin De Bruyne has taken off. He's not looking best pleased either. Face like a smacked arse, Kevin. Who's come on? De Bruyne off and... Fernandez Pardo, the young man from Lille who Liverpool are being linked with. 21 years of age. Had a decent season at Lille last year. Not really the type of player that you would... Oh, the goalkeeper's come flying out of his box there. Oh, I tell you what, lucky boy. Belgium Belgium are still into it. I'm telling you, there's still a chance here for Belgium. Iran are all over the place. They're at 6s and 7s. They are at 6s and 7s. Super Venky says it's not a pen, mate. I think it was. I think there was a definite check on that one. Dan says, hi, Key, what's the score? Watching the US Open instead. It's Belgium 0, Iran 0. So you've missed a classic. Belgium have had a man sent off. Questionable straight red card for a last man tackle on Mediterranean. And there's 2 minutes left. Iran with a strike. And it's blocked. And it's going to be an offside anyway. Connor says Belgium against a good side would get destroyed. They're absolutely terrible. Fair enough, Connor. I'll take the point. They've not been brilliant against either Egypt or against Iran today. Got to do better. Jelly says Belgium I'm feeling let down by like I do at every tournament. Great result for this Iran if they get the draw. It is 90 seconds of normal time plus maybe 6 or 7 minutes. 7 or 8 minutes at a push. Of injury time at the end of this one. We'll have to wait and see. Great ball. Belgium pushing. They're still pushing. Out to the far side. Got to get a man in the box here. Good defending again from Iran. They're just absolute warriors at the back. Those Iranian centre-backs have been impenetrable today. Imperious. Here's Luca Bacchio. Ball in. Big chance. There's a shove in the back. He's not having it. He's not having it. Definitely a claim when Tielemans got brought down there. Connor says, really don't know why Lukaku got brought off. I mean, he's probably his race is run. I don't know if he ran. Really, there was a couple of moments in the first half where they got the better. Lukaku got the better of those defenders. Second half, he wasn't really there where they needed him. So I can understand them taking Lukaku off and looking for someone with a bit more energy as the game wore on. But if you're going to go long, if you're going to have to start pumping the ball into the box, maybe a tall target man wouldn't have been the worst idea to keep him on. Pete says Newcastle want Pardo, so he's coming to Anfield. Get the shirt ready. This charming Dan, I can't believe I woke up from my nap from this shite match. Connor, he'd be the one to find the net, really. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I think if you're looking for a centre-forward to put the ball in the back of the net, Lukaku's, there's not many that you'd look at and say, oh, I'll tell you what, Iran have got another big chance here. They're in the area. Stood up far post. Bit too much on it. And Belgium come away with it. How many added minutes have we got, referee? How many added minutes at the end of this game? De Ketelaere. I'm surprised we've not seen De Ketelaere come on. He would have been one I would have expected to see. A good season for... a very good season for AC Milan, De Ketelaere. But still on the bench. Not AC Milan. He's back at Atalanta, isn't he? Sorry. Yeah, Callum, where's De Ketelaere? He's still on the bench, mate. They've not brought him on. 5 added minutes. 5! This is a nothing. I would have expected much more in added time. Obviously, we had the water break. We had the sending off. We've had... I thought we'd maybe get longer than 5 minutes. Belgium down the left-hand side. We've already had a minute and a half of that gone. 3.5 to go. Driving at the full-back. Into the box. Terrible play from Belgium. Again, they've got to hit it here. They've got to hit the ball. Hit it. It's just so pedestrian. Here's Luca Bacchio. They've not got enough men in the box. It's going to go for a throw-in on the far side. 3 minutes to go. Belgium have got to start taking some chances here. They've got to start hitting it. I understand patience, but you've got to start taking some chances. Stand it up. Far post header, too easy, and it's gone behind for a goal kick. Defend that all day. Defend that all day. Thought they'd have brought him on, says Callum. Yeah, I would have assumed De Ketelaere would have been a certainty. It's really poor again. Really poor from Belgium. They stand it up to the back stick. And it's Brandon Mechelen, of all people, arriving at the back post. Not really the player you want in that area. Lukaku's on the bench. You can see him rolling his eyes. And maybe it was Lukaku who should have been in that area of the pitch. If he was still on, that's exactly where you'd have wanted him. Horrid game, this, says Johnny. I mean, I'll be honest, I think it's been quite a good and entertaining watch. I think Iran have been brilliant. Falls into the bracket maybe of the Spain-Cape Verde game, where it's just one-way traffic and it's relentless pressure. But Iran have defended unbelievably well. And again, we're talking about a goalkeeper that has no business saving half the shots that he's saved. But Biran Van deserves immense credit, immense praise. He's been fantastic for Iran. He'll certainly win man of the match. 7 out of 7 shots he saved. That's dreadful again from Belgium. Pardo, the young man who's being linked with Liverpool. Christ, we don't want him if he's doing that. 6 points for Wigan, that. Absolutely shocking. Angus says, a tradition of Belgium falling short. Again, world number 1 for many years, Belgium. They were ranked number 1 in the world for so many years. The furthest they ever got in a World Cup was that 2018 semi-final. Lost to France in 2018, who obviously eventually went on to win it. And to be fair, Kevin De Bruyne and Vertonghen, you might remember at the last World Cup, Kevin De Bruyne and Vertonghen fell out quite publicly with Belgium. Fell out after Kevin De Bruyne did an interview where he said the Belgian squad are too old to win it. Strike! Oh! Just wide from Luca Bacchio. That might have been the chance. Rudi Garcia, hand on his head. Oh, I think it was quite comfortable in the end for Biran Van. But it was a good effort. Looked like it was just curling in far corner. Good effort from Luca Bacchio. And 30 seconds left. I think Iran are halfway there. I think they're nearly there. Johnny, I got here at the end, but what did everyone think of yesterday's games? I can't even remember what yesterday's games were now. Oh, Germany, Ivory Coast, wasn't it? Yeah, that was a fantastic end at the end. Denny Zundav off the bench to win it for Germany. And obviously Netherlands, Sweden. Yeah, that was a fantastic watch as well. There you go. Referees blown up. Belgium 0, Iran 0. Not good enough as far as the Belgians are concerned. But a wonderful performance from Biran Van. That one will go down in Iranian World Cup history. Excellent performance from him. And they're now on 2 points, which might well be good enough, you would think. Might well be good enough for them to qualify, worst case, as one of the best third-placed sides. Iran might be going into the knockouts. 2 points is usually all you'll need to make the best of the third-place sides. So they're on 2 points. They've still got to play Egypt, Iran. That is a 4 a.m. kickoff next week. Final group stage games play at the same time. Belgium play New Zealand at the same time that Egypt play Iran. Whew, right, well, folks, thank you very much. Really appreciate everyone in the chat. If you've not already, do me a favour, hit like on the video. It takes you 2 seconds. It massively helps me. We're growing the channel. We're trying to get back to the 23,000 subs that I had on Premier League Dad. Brand new channel, this one. We're live every single day throughout the World Cup, at least 2 or 3 games. We've covered most of the games, to be honest. I'm live for 2 more tomorrow with Argentina versus Austria. I'm also live for the France versus Iraq match tomorrow, 10 p.m. Then it's Norway versus Senegal. What a game that's going to be, by the way. I'm going to be live for all of them. Hopefully you'll join me for some of them. Maybe you'll join me for all of them. But hopefully we'll see you back on the Matchday Tavern. Maybe we'll see you at the Tavern again in one of the games coming up. Really appreciate everyone in the chat. Thanks again. See you soon. Lots of love. Hit like on the way out. Take it easy. Ta-da.